Making sure everything is all right. Getting the chat out. All right. Another week, another stream, another time to hang out with everyone. Is Barrow here today? Barrow is here today. Okay. I haven't. I don't have a real need to do. Whatchamacallit? The grind for Folly stuff. Or not Folly, Belly of the Beast. I'm just. It's not that entertaining. If there was actual skill expression, then that'd be a different thing altogether. But yeah, don't feel like there's a lot of skill expression in Belly of the Beast. Let's get the surplus. I need to get a new mouse pad. Okay, let's see what we get. Garbage. Okay. Prime combustion rounds? I wouldn't mind this. Let's see, any... This is a new mod, right? Has to be. Bane of... I mean, Cleanse Corpus is whatever. Alright, I have a Rain of Prime parts. I have not mastered a lot of things. What do I have a lot of? Let's see. I have lots of Sevagoth Neuroptics. I can get rid of one of those. I still need the Aklex Prime. Orthos, Aphurus, Akbronco. I don't need multiple Akbronco blueprints. Prime Receiver, Karis, Glaive, Cora Prime. Cora Prime. No. I still don't have the Cronin. Whatever. There we go. I don't do very much grinding anymore. I don't have the time for it, realistically. I'd love to. Combo killer, what does that do? Throw in melee. One kill a secondary weapon reeks. Okay, that's cute, at least. Oh. I need to make sure all of my monitors are wall mounted after a certain point. No, not maybe not wall mounted because of the acoustics. But you know, get a stand or something for them. Okay, what rewards? Forma, there's the thing. What do I need? Containers. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Sure. And then what's in Descendia? Descendia is really barren. Like, it's almost never worth doing. Like, that's what I don't get. By the time you have access to Descendia, you already would have full cleared a Nora, right? So, like, what's the point? Okay, well, any special Noras today? Railjack boarding party without your Warframe taking damage. Clem. Basically, like, spend 10 minutes of your time. Defense up to wave 12. Kill enemies on Steel Path. Okay. That's whatever. I guess let's start with this. Kill enemies with abilities. Let's see if my Atlas still works. I haven't used my Atlas in a hot minute. So my Atlas is really a feast or famine, though. I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling alright. Just really tired. Feel like I've barely had any time to myself for the last little bit. You can see some nice meaty hits. Get some more energy out of all of you. That's a nice thing about Atlas. It's just like after you get set up. Come on, give me some energy. There we go. After you get set up, like there's very little that I actually need to do to maintain my power. Other than, you know, have something to hit. But that's primarily the main problem with Warframe as in general. Is that since there are so many late game builds are feast or famine, it makes little difference, or meaning it means very little to actually like play in groups. Let's see. Getting some extra efficiency from the pet, which is nice. You can see it's just spamming 1 and 3. And if I really need to hit hard, like look at that. Almost 400 million damage. Just completely unnecessary amounts of damage. Almost 450. It's just such a casual frame to play now. Maybe could use some cast speed, but other than that. I'm gonna let B pop and see how fast I can take down a big dude. We'll go full duration here and do 5 minutes. So I wonder which defense mission would be good to I don't feel like I'm very oh, two shot's not bad. I'm not very energy efficient still. But I'm not getting all that much energy, is the thing. Okay, we got a big boy. At least my punches are free. Yeah, you can tell very, very feast or famine. I'm having a lot of... Where is... There it is. I'm struggling a lot to maintain my rubble stacks and remain energy positive. So I need to change something. I don't think Universal Fallout's doing anything. I don't think I've seen very much in that ways. Because I am running it. Because, you know, my pet applies a lot of radiation procs. I don't know. I mean, very, very feast or famine build, though. Lots of damage, for sure. No, I came down here to do less than the minimum. I just stayed because I wanted to punch things. I could go persistence and try to get energy that way. Because Atlas does have a form of self-healing, which is really important for persistence builds. One shot. Yeah, the biggest issue is getting persistence and whatnot working. Just checking everything. We got a couple views here and there. It's alright. Just gotta keep on going. The issue really arises when you want to make some of the older Warframes work, because that's a little bit of a struggle. Any older Warframes that haven't gotten a touch-up in years, like Ember, oof, good luck. Absolutely, you need just all of the luck in the world to make that work. Okay. Whatever, it doesn't matter at this point. Got your back, energy pickup range. Sure, we'll do Starve the Beast, and that's all I'm gonna do for this game mode. So, how I end up doing Belly of the Beast is very simple. I just go to Legacy Harvest and not do the mission. Because I think Belly of the Beast is a waste of time. Or not Belly of the Beast, Starve the Beast is a waste of time. Just go up into every nook and cranny. Break everything I can find. Kind of like that. No one's really commented on whether or not I should be keeping my Lich. About 10% of the way there. A little under. A little over. So what I like to do is I like to follow the left wall. And just do everything I can see relating to those areas. Of course, like, if there's a underground section or whatnot, I have to make a choice. We'll pick this up for the sake of picking it up. It's not worth anything to me. Still following the left wall. It's generally not about, like, how easy something is. It's just generally, like... I don't hop onto... I have limited time to play games now, so, like, hopping on to play Warframe, I want to play Warframe. I don't want to pick up the items. I think that's my biggest issue with some of the recent game modes, like Elevator map or Follies map. It's just like it's just pick up items. I'm not playing Warframe, and I get it. Like you gotta experiment, you gotta try something new. Not faulting anyone for trying that, but like make the grinds worthwhile, you know. Like, the reason why I'm doing this and not anything Folly related is because... And I still need to grind up Folly for my Sub-Zoom, for Helmet. The reason why you don't see me doing Folly is just because I don't want to do the mission type. I don't feel... It doesn't feel rewarding, right? There aren't any Chase Arcanes, there aren't any... like, it's just the Warframe. And at that point, it doesn't feel like it's, like, valuing my time. The same thing with Citron. Like, the only reason I use Citron is for, like, the Pistol Arcane, right? Which you can now get from Noko. I need to check if I've maxed that out yet, because it maxed out at 24%, right? And that's... Okay, so 24% might not seem like a lot in terms of the likelihood of producing an additional random element. But think of it this way, if you start at 20%, let's go out around the outside first. So if you start at 20%, like, I mean, 4%, an additional 4% is an increase of 20%, is a fifth increase, which is pretty sizable. We're almost done with Belly of the Beast. I'm picking things up just to clear them off the map. I don't really care about actually picking them up. Yeah. I don't know. I do wish that we could customize our melee stances a little bit, because right now, like, I feel like melee's stuck in the spot where, oh, if you choose a melee stance just because it's the best feeling one, right? Not because, like, I don't know. I think, like, by default, we should have access to most of these stances. And every mod that you collect, and every stance mod you collect, you can use that to modify what you have. That's just me, though. Okay, we got the yellow Archon Shard. Isn't it been a yellow for the last 2 weeks? I don't think there would be an additional... There's a Riven. Oh yeah, there's a Riven shop. I should probably do the Riven shop. Do, 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 I guess since no one's showing up, I'll just start Archimedia. Oh, Jesus. No, that's just someone who's a bot. Just uh AI viewers. Why would I need like okay, I could understand people like botting their views to a certain extent because they want the numbers, right? People just want the numbers. I don't agree with it in the slightest, but I get it, right? I get it. But AI viewers? Like what's the point then? Right? You're paying more for less. Doesn't make any sense to me because like what, you want that interactivity? But that same thing with bots, right? All right. So that's everything from that shop over there. Leave the Iron Wake. Okay. I'm so tired. I don't want to do anything. I just want to hang out and chill. And here's the stupidest thing, right? Here's the absolute dumbest thing. If you I don't know. Like so first and foremost, let me get this out of the way. I have zero intention of ever buying any views. I think it's superfluous at this point. Like sure I would get into the partner program, but then like what else after that? Am I just gonna be stuck weaning myself on these things? No. Anyways. So oh, Mesa. Okay. We got Mesa. It's fine. So here's my thought process, right? If you're already running bots to, you know, advertise yourself, why are you not following all of the streamers at that point? Because, you know, you're building a friendly rapport with them. Right now, you're just shotgunning. Doesn't make like it makes no sense. It's just like, oh no, this is just a Nigerian dude bro scheme, you know. Assassination, great. Sporthrix. I think Sporthrix is the best one I have, right? I don't have a good Sporthrix, mind you, but I have a Sporthrix. Detrin, Plinks. Um, it honestly doesn't matter what melee I use. Let's use the Inodem. The longest ranged melee in the game, other than Throne. So we're gonna upgrade you. Ow, my wrist hurts like crazy. You have impact, so that's good. So you're Shattering Impact, Fury, Magnetic Rush, Quickening, True Drill. Yeah. And melee duplicate. Very nice. I clearly knew what I was doing when I was setting that up. Okay, so I can drop one of these. So we'll probably get rid of let's get rid of ability overload, I guess. Everything else is kind of whatever. Though gear embargo would make this a little bit less comfortable. We'll do secondary fortifier just to keep me up. It's whatever. I'm just gonna do this and do all of that. It's fine. We'll unlock. Okay, so basically it's the classic conundrum. Do I want survival or survival or damage? Since I'm Mesa, I have plenty of damage, right? So we'll just go for a little bit of extra survival. make sure that the pubs don't die.
Got a set of crisis events lined up for you. Make sure we get a gold star on each one.
So let's see. First one's defense. I don't care that much about it. You know what? We'll do optimism. It's been a long time since I took optimism. We'll do cat scratch fever, and then here we'll do high score. So I think the only ones I haven't maxed out are old knives and panic call, right? Everything else is maxed. So I'm almost guaranteed an additional 5 pick strips. Now the important thing is I prefer doing this in pubs just because potentially it takes some weight off of my shoulders. I don't like pugs at all in general. But hang on. Which Mesa build is this? There we go. We'll do this. I'm gonna double check with Kaya, simply because, you know, I don't want to deal with...
Fancy seeing you here in 1999. Okay.
Yeah, I just don't want to deal with any, like, weird conditions. So the reason why I will have Shattering Impact is simply because I don't want to deal with the tank for very long. So as long as I have Shattering Impact, I can reduce its armor, essentially like cutting its HP to a third, right? Another... Oh, we have an invulnerability enjoyer. Okay. Gear embargo at the moment. With the amount of damage I'm doing, I'm going to assume that there is a headshot modifier. Ooh-wee. Nice. I'm also not finding anything with Overguard at the moment. There we go. And someone's still spawning Void Rips on top of me, which is really annoying. It's kind of like, what's the point of me not taking it if I'm still gonna have someone spawning it right beside me? Oh, this... Eh. Why? Huh? Why are you invulnerable? Is it mind control? And I'm only doing like 1,000 damage to everything. Meaning that they have to have some kind of damage resistance multiplier. Ow, what the heck? What did I just take a butt ton of damage to? Okay, honestly, very annoying. Those are spawning right on me. I don't even have the modifier. Yeah, at this point I might as well just have taken it myself. It's so... I don't know. I feel like this game mode... These challenges need a little bit of work. Because I feel like they're a little silly with how they work. Okay, so if you have Noko shrooms, like, you essentially don't care about optimism. It's a cold debuff. Oh, oh, now that I'm rolling, I care. Do, 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 do. See, look, these things are spawning right beside me. You can see with the turquoise hue nonsense like, on my screen. That was right on me. That was just directly on me. Look at all that. Look at all that. I don't even have the modifier, right? I'm just out-pick ships because I didn't take it. I'm not gonna redo it. I don't think I'm doing very much. Yeah, only 42. You'd expect more from a Mesa. But, like, I'm not surprised if they have... Enemies take, yeah, damage from heavy weapons. Okay. Yeah, so it's impossible for me to do anything about this. We still don't have a arc gun Warframe, do we? Like a Warframe that has an exalted arc gun. I don't think. I would imagine it to be very unpopular, mind you. There's a 1.5 million damage hit right there. Too much Shade Light nonsense. Okay. Nice. We don't have a Folly this time, right? We have a Volt, which I don't think is helping us at all, but... The game's a little loud on my end. I hope it's okay on you. No. For doing 95% less damage, having over 50% is pretty decent. Yeah, I know. Turn down my gain, so my ears aren't dying. You know, I rolled. There we go. That'll fix it. If you're wondering why I'm jumping in and out of my 4, it's primarily... I rolled again. It's primarily because, you know, it doesn't cover my entire screen all the time. You can see that little ring around my screen. And unless I do something about that ring, or unless I recast my ability, the ring keeps getting smaller until it's like I have to actually play the game, you know? Okay. A couple of people are struggling here. That's okay. Well, some guy took care of that. The nice thing is status isn't affected as much, so like, sure my initial damage is going to be bad, but because I apply so much heat, that like, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Why are there so many data eggs in mine today? And if anyone's wondering why, like, every now and again you see this big burst of like a couple million damage, it's because I have the Tenet Flinks, which has like a really powerful single burst shot. Think of it like the...
Man, this is going to waste.
Oh my god, we didn't do enough damage.
Not in a good way.
But... okay. That's really annoying. Okay, let's drop
Hey, 1999's
gear embargo, because ability overload is clearly still going off. We're gonna just make it simple. We'll use vintage tech. This is just make my life so much easier. Swap to the Gradler. Because, like, Jesus. I feel like I was...
gotta give you that phase from
Like, I was not necessarily doing damage, but I felt like I was... Yeah, I was contributing. So... I don't know.
dude. The future? Okay.
Kaya also doesn't understand the future.
Because once you're locked in, I cannot pull you out of the whole run going to hell.
Because, like, if she says the future rocks, also, like, everyone is having a terrible time. Except Kaya, I guess. That's so nasty. Having heavy warfare and gear embargo. It's like a death sentence to, worse, like, people who don't want to... I don't know. Do. Hello? Oh, I crashed. You're not crashed. There's host migration. It's really annoying. Because I've already used resources. Whatever. Am I using the wrong Rattler setup? Why am I doing so little damage? No, someone's using Ember. Okay, that's cute. Because I could have sworn that I put secondary. I forgot the Arcane's name. The one that increases my crit rate per hit. It's whatever. It's just one mission. How am I doing damage-wise? Not a lot. Nolith is doing fine. Yeah, I think Ember needs like a desperate touch-up though. The game's completely left her behind at this point, in terms of damage. I'm getting Rhino Roars, which is nice. I just want to get out of the defense at this point. Lots of visual clutter in this game. Especially if you don't know what to look for. Yeah, I'm doing about 33% of the damage. It's good. I'd rather, like, everyone be pretty even, damage-wise. He'll die. I don't have to worry about him too much. Yeah. Just gonna do a sweeping shot. There's so many, like, alcoves for enemies to hide in. It's a little annoying. Yeah, void, the Necromechs are immune to void damage health-wise. Which is kind of funny. I kind of wish that they just doubled down on making the mechs super duper heavy. And doing a butt ton of damage. And actually make it part of Warframe kits. Instead of just isolating it as a vehicle. I think like that's one of the weaker parts of Warframe is just like how you have to divide so much of your attention into new mechanics that like that ultimately means that the mechanic's gonna die. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to summon here. Whatever. Let's get rid of all of this nonsense. Oh, I'm taking a little bit too much damage now. Gotta keep an eye on Flair's HP because he instantly died at one point. I thought we were doing fine, and then he got swarmed. I honestly think that, like, if attenuation is in the game in any way, shape, or form for NPCs, it should be defense targets. I think it's silly to think of to have any characters, like NPCs, that you need to protect not be, you know, not instantly die to one shot. Or at least, like, multiples of, like, for instance, the guys with the dual size, right? They do a lot of extra damage. Oh my god, what is going on? It's okay. Get rid of everything, get rid of all of that. We're fine, we're fine. Just grab all the energy. Where am I? I can't see a thing. Get some Raven Slivers. I feel like a friend of mine has told me that Raven Sliver drop rates have significantly reduced. I get it. I feel that. But like they're also way more valuable now too, so a little bit of a double whammy. Oh no, my Necromech is going really low. Whatever shall I do? Now that I have the Necromech regeneration mod that I farmed up after oh so much effort, and only for them to put it like out in the public, easy to access. Okay, Escapist garbage. So this entire run was like this first reward pool is awful. Hello, Yanis. Welcome. How is life treating you? I'm just doing some ETA, and yeah. But if you guys want to join me for anything, just let me know. I'll finish up what I'm doing, and then we'll be on our way. Ow. Why did I just take so much damage there? I guess the real reason why you would be using Ember's ultimate nowadays is less so for damage and more so for proccing Hotshot. ET, how much do you know about Warframe? If anything. Like, it doesn't matter regardless, but, because, you know, just want to gauge the kind of language I want to be using, or any spoiler warnings and things like that. But either way, welcome. For the most part, ETA is a late game mode that you can play once a week to get some very sought after rewards. Being Archon Shards and late game Arcanes. I forget, how much is If 500 plat again, it's like $10, right? Something like that. I don't know. The plat grind kind of lost a lot of meaning for me ever since I've started taking on more work. Trying to be not a burden. We're almost done already, which is pretty sick. Do we need to do this? Yes, we do. Well, we don't need to do it. It's just going to make our lives easier if we do. We have multiple people looking, so I'm just going to keep going. Okay. Anyways. Just gonna keep on going. If you do play Warframe, and not one for, you know, doing your own builds and whatnot, by all means, just let me know. I have just about every Warframe in the game at this point, other than their variants. I wouldn't mind if there were different variants of certain Warframes, though. Not just primes, right? Like actual variations. Because lore-wise, Warframes were mass-produced at some point, right? I don't know. Could be cool. We got Hotshot. Nice. I don't need any more Hotshot, but that's like another 10 plat-ish, I think. Oh god, I can't see anything. Everything is just so gray and brown. I'm stuck. Okay. Got a bonus revive. I don't think I have any restrictions on my damage anymore. So in this game mode, we're trying to get to a tank. And in order to get to that tank, we have to go through these walls, despite us clearly being able to jump over them. Anyways, we gotta go through these walls. We gotta destroy all the enemies. And we have to get some rocket launchers to go through the walls. No other way to do it, unfortunately. Weird, like, maybe early 2000s game design stuff for modern content, I guess. As you can probably tell, I'm not terribly appreciative of this kind of stuff because it feels like it burns a lot of time and effort. Gosh. Okay, let's keep on going. I might sound a little sick, that's because I am, but that's okay. Don't worry about that. I'm fit as a fiddle. Okay, we gotta go all the way back here. Why is it so far away? How much damage am I doing? It's not bad. I think the Mace is probably using, or the Ember is probably using a really strong secondary. Or hot shot. Wait, what? It's not a rocket launcher. Whatever. I'll just spawn another group. It's okay. I'll let everyone else handle it. Okay. I am working on a game myself. It's still pretty early stages. And I don't have a lot of time to work on it myself. So, progress will be slow. But I do want to escape the 9 to 5 at some point. I will pick this up for the sake of picking it up. Nice. We'll toss down this guy. And so now this is why I have Shattering Impact now. I'll walk up to you and start armor stripping. Alright, armor stripped. I do have... Oh, it's bad. It's bad. I do have some extra... Oh, these guys got it. I don't even worry about it at all. Okay, it's not me. That's good. Last time this happened, I got stuck, and I couldn't do anything. That's a Revenant, right? Or a Ghost? It looks like a Revenant. Gonna armor strip again. There we go. And now this is where Mesa shines. Just blap everything to death. Revive granted. Keep on going. You gotta pop their pimples. I'm not doing a very good job of it right now. I mean, I could also just melee them. Just doing some life, so making sure that I'm bouncing on my mushroom. Ow. I like how I'm getting hit less with my own void things this time than last time. I don't know, it's dumb. I just need 10 more infested kills. Krungle went down. Oh no. Am I doing anything? Yeah, I'm doing lots of stuff. Don't worry about it. Full beans. Let me grab. Loot. There we go. We got our tech rot, which is a surprisingly small number of tech rot I need to take care of. Yeah, whenever I see the tank, I always bring the stupid whatchamacallit, a melee weapon that can break armor. Also had a Revenant, so I was never gonna be in any danger dying. Another hot shot, not bad. Okay, let's see what all the rewards are. So we got 2 hot shots, we got 1 escapist. Did I get a single... I didn't get a single Archon shard? That's kind of lame. Whatever, I got 2 hot shots, so that's pretty decent, all on its own. Okay, Panic Call's maxed out. Everything else is a duplicate. I don't need to buy anything right now.
Pretty. Need time to think? See ya.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Let's grab these rewards here. Mod chance boost. And... yeah, sure. Universal Orb. Let's get a Riven. Examai, that's easy, potentially. Scalger Troop with melee weapons, that's also easy. I can do that all later. There's not really much else I need from this, though. Okay, let's do some EDA, I guess. Let's do some deep Archimedia. I wouldn't mind there being another Archimedia option. I just wish that it was handled differently.
We have much to accomplish.
One must make the best of things.
Word to the wise, Tenno.
Okay. Oh, Mag. Okay. Mag, Staticore, Bronco. Twin Viper, I think. Sorry, just shifting around my seat. Do I have anything I care about? So I could just go Nadarok, I think. No, that's a Paris. Sure, let's just do something really dumb. Let's do the Mag. I wish I could find her. Hang on, I put a space. There we go. There's Mag. A little bit power hungry. Okay, let's do Paris. Let's see. What upgrades do I have for you? You should have split flights, right? Yeah, split flights. Galvanized scope, longbow, shot. I love me the Bronco. Underrated gun. I guess we'll go for the Lacera? No, or hang on, Glaive. Falcor. Yeah, we'll go for the Falcor. Abbreviated abilities. Hypersensitive, untreatable. Okay, well, we'll get rid of abbreviated abilities because it's literally not fun. And then let's see. Fracture and Crush. We got all of that. Arcane Circumvent. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so what this build... What is that? What ephemera is that? It's a cool looking ephemera. If it's an ephemera at all. Okay, so hopefully I don't die. I'm not very good at using the Paris, all things considered. Can you open, please? There we go. Open. Can't participate if stuck behind everything. It's all good. I should play more Wisp. Yeah, I shouldn't be affected by abbreviated abilities. Why did that last so short? It's okay. So the reason why I picked the Paris here, even though I'm going to be contributing nothing, because someone's blowing everything out of the water. It's because, look, I have, like, little glaive discs down there. It's kind of funny. Bronco's probably where I'm going to be doing most of my damage. Yeah, that one person is a speedrunning monster. That's super bugged out. I don't even know what game modes there are, I'm gonna be honest. Been listening to a lot of Millie lately. Lots of other bands and whatnot, but like mostly Millie. They have such a weird repertoire. Is this game mode? Uh-oh. Yeah, So what do we need? Nothing here. I've been getting some decent groups though today, other than the first one. The first one's kind of awful. Right, not playing Mesa anymore. Why am I constantly on fire? Okay. Fairly even spread of damage. I'm just constantly on fire. I have no understanding why. I'm just constantly on fire. Because I also have, like, a status purge on me, right? Maybe it's one of the modifiers. It's okay. I have Overguard, apparently. We'll grab that. Not very many cold things dropping though. Oh, someone's out there searching for stuff. I have 40 stacks of heat apparently on my person. Where's the cold? There it is. Okay, I guess. Not grabbing that. It's taking us forever to get those ice things. Because one guy's just out there being like, I'm going to collect resources. Which I appreciate, but still, this is like the slowest game mode ever. Is it as long as I'm holding an ampule? Yeah, it is. Let's see how many laser discs I can make. 1, 2. Those are always so fun. Yeah, my damage dropped quite a bit. Yeah. I wish the blades actually did something though, because the Paris has fallen off. The Paris Incarnate has fallen off quite a bit. Just keep going, I guess. Do 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 do. Wow, this is fairly far away. No, my head's spinning. I don't know, maybe after the Archon Hunt I'll stop for today. I am not looking forward to picking up the Toxin ampules. I think... I don't know. I was listening to a song called Vitamins, right? I don't know why it's called Vitamins. But I do know that it is an anti... whatchamacallit? An anti-vegan song. It's just like... I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. If you like rambling, subscribe. There we go, so we got some heat. Currently on fire. Ooh, listening to a lot of Franz Ferdinand as well. What is he using? Coda, Basilisk, makes sense. Nucor, okay. Yeah. Do, 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 do. All right. Yeah, this is why like I prefer this kind of game mode solo. Just it takes forever to do, especially when like the enemies aren't behaving. You dropping anything? No? Okay. Generally, I don't like small talk all that much. Though, like, I feel like it's a skill that I should probably learn at some point. Simply because, like, just to fill dead air, both when streaming and at work, you know. Just overall, there's a lot of inconsistencies with conversation. Like the biggest thing is like keeping conversation entertaining for every party, right? Not just to be awkwardly filling dead air. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, lots of people really don't like. Oop, oop, oop. Small talk. I think it's more so they don't like awkward or like just uninteresting small talk because everyone's just like, oh, how's the weather? Oh, how's the coffee? You know, it's like gotta ask questions that like, you know, are entertaining about the other guy. The thing is, as a streamer, like, I gotta talk about random shit, right? Gotta talk about nonsense all the time because, you know, no matter what happens, the small talk is gonna be. It's gonna it's not bi-directional. At least not all the time. Who's the guy that's... Oh, it's a Dante. Okay. And this is why I want vote kick. Because it's a waste of time. I only have so much time in my life, and I'd rather not be sitting around doing nothing. I think after this I'm gonna go take another nap. It's all because of the Dante. That mission took so long. Because he was running off doing who knows what. Just the Oracle. Oh, lag spike. Wonderful. There we go, it's working again. I'll pop this. I like how I call it in and don't even help with it. There we go. The reason why I do that at the very beginning is just so that no one is tempted to spawn the next one right away. Or no one can spawn the next one, I guess. Because the first one's the easiest to deal with, right? Even if it's a absorb menace thing with who's it. Yeah, I'm not going to be contributing much at all, I don't think. This game mode's already won as long as we take care of the big guys. The atomizers. No, it doesn't matter. We just keep popping it. And players won't be able to spawn anymore. It's also like what? It's cuts down a butt ton of time from the actual mission, which is really nice. Yeah, it goes from like 2:30 to 1:45. So lots of time saving. overall being pretty useless here. I'm trying to close up any bubbles I make unless they're in choke points. Even when they're choke points, I just don't want to be in the way. Oh, everything has overguard, so that's why I'm doing way less this time. Because normally I'd also be CCing everyone. It's whatever. I'm gonna grab some goodies over here. They always have a collective... right, I'm using a glaive. Glaives are awful for this. There we go. Yeah, for the most part, like, they're having a collective panic attack whenever you want to spawn. They're trying to spawn the, Necroloid or whatever. I forgot. Necromech, there we go. They're trying to spawn the Necromech. I'm so brain dead at the moment. I'm sorry if I'm not entertaining today. It's gonna be like this for a little while until I can figure out how to deal with all of the big bad energy from having to be be at work for like 12 hours a day. I think what should happen with these defenses is that we should be allowed to call in the next waves of enemies, but we are only rewarded if we can actually deal with them. Okay, this is the last mission. Don't need to do nothing else. Doing 10% of the damage isn't awful. That just means someone else is just doing a metric boatload more than I am. Cause like, my damage isn't bad. There's just so many modifiers to what I could possibly be doing. Not even at risk of dying because of the Dante. Gotta get rid of those weird pentagon-looking things. Those are atomizers. They can almost instantly kill the objective. I must have so much Stella just from doing this mission every now and again due to ETA or an EDA. But we done. We done. Crescendo. Kind of awful.
Well-oiled machine is truly a thing of beauty.
2 Archon shards, not bad. Okay, let's swap back to solo, because I can't stand playing in publics more than necessary.
Hey, how's it? Help me help you.
Red? Red Archon shards are pretty good. We can do that. Got plenty of Voss for... we can do Netracell, I guess.
I won't tell you your business. Let's crack that thing.
We'll just go nice and easy. No need to... I don't even have Archon shards on this guy that actually makes it worth running. Before I lose all my energy to some nonsense. Yep. Grab, grab. Grab. I just, like, I think this is the major problem with a lot of live service games, is that this doesn't, not really an end game. There's not much to do. I guess that's the thing about a lot of games, is just there's no end game. That was the problem with DNA, right? I was really looking forward to do it at Night Abyss. Like, they could just learn from Warframe's example, and then they chose to completely ignore it and just be really, really greedy. Really unfortunate. They had a lot of reasons to play the game. Limbus Company. I enjoyed it for a little while, and then it's just like, oh no, it's just power creep. Power creep, power creep, power creep. I think their gacha models are really fair, but like, it's just power creep. No. If I were ever to make a live service game, I wonder how long it'll last. Ah, oopsie. I don't want to be here. I'll go the other way. So it's a 50-50 right now, if I go the right way. Oh, looks promising, looks promising. There it is. Won the 50-50.
This is it. Use the key, Glyph,
So, I guess I should just be explaining game modes and whatnot. But, like, overall, this game mode is race to the finish and then kill a bunch of things at the end. You are given hints to where the finish line is. Normally you don't have any... You aren't given any immediate hints on where it is. So, if you go to all those optional little computers, you can narrow down where the finish line is pretty cleanly. But in my case, I know how to avoid doing that, so... And it just comes down to 50-50 split at the end for me. What secondary do I have? The Aki-Core? Okay, might as well use it. Used to love this thing. I still do. Just takes a little bit of effort to get going. I need to hire some folk to help me handle my socials and whatnot, like my Discord. Not my my personal socials, right? But like interacting with folk is exhausting for me. And there are so many people out there that just want money from you. So like, what's the point of interacting, you know? It's a little disheartening. And I think, if we want to be realistic about it, like the internet's a little bit of a cesspool at the moment. So many AI chatbots out there. Apparently, there's a guy selling AI viewer bots, which what's the? I don't understand. I don't understand. I get that the point is to make a living by streaming and whatnot. I 100% understand that that's the struggle for a lot of people and like the dream for a lot of people. The market is just really saturated. It's just hard to find a foothold. It's getting to the point where no matter how much commitment you put to something, as long as, like, if you're not innovating, it's you're not going to go anywhere. And it's, and also the bar is a lot higher now, because like it was like you can just stream like I do, but like that essentially accomplishes almost nothing. And that's fine, I think. So I'm just streaming for fun at this point. I do intend to grow my channel at some point, some way, somehow, after I figure out what niches I want to cover. Okay. You, sir, are very annoying. Why are you so tanky? I thought attenuation didn't exist anymore. I'll just leave it alone. Stop attacking his attenuated booty. There we go. Like, there are so many, like, short form content out there that says, oh, if you're a teen, you should do this and make a bunch of money. I'm just like, I feel like using AI tools to essentially trick a lot of people into paying you money is really dishonest. Because, yeah, you're giving them a service, but you're not giving them the kind of service that they want, let alone need. And there's no way for you to do maintenance. For instance, if you're building an AI website, right? Like this, there's no way you'll be able to do maintenance on anything, and there's no way that you can handle security. Like, there's absolutely zero chance. So I think that kind of stuff should be it should be illegal, because, like, for instance, if your website handles like credit cards and whatnot, like because it's selling stuff, right? Yeah, there are a lot of programs things out there, but like if something's wrong with your portal, right? The web page responsible for doing your transactions, then what are you going to do? The AI doesn't know how to fix it. Like, you might get lucky and it'll fix it. It's just, but there's no way to make like guarantee or force guaranteed results with AI. You know, what are you gonna say? Oh, did you not read the fine print? Like, it clearly says that we don't do warranties, or we don't fix our own shit. And at that point, what's the point? I fundamentally don't have a problem with large language models or modern AI because they're not, well, like like from a conceptual basis, like like potential applications. I think there's a lot of very, very beneficial applications. It's just that the way that it's being handled and the way that it's being promoted, because it's not real AI. No matter how much people want to argue, it's never going to be real AI. Emulating the human mind is going to be a tall task, and we don't even understand how the human mind works, right? Think of it this way. For something to learn the way that we do, we have to build like multiple thousands of building-sized structure, or like data centers, like skyscraper-sized data centers, just to compete with like what humans are already capable of doing. Right? Like, sure, there are clear differences, but it's not like it's like AI's actually done anything super useful. Like, okay, let me correct. This AI hasn't been revolutionary to the extent that it's not like the difference between like the Iron Age and the Industrial Age, right? Where we started using coal and everything to fuel our everyday. Like that change was explosive. And change, like, it was world shaking. AI fails to be that in almost every way. I need to do one of these missions, I think.
We have our work.
Yeah, I need to do one mission. Exterminate, sure. It's whatever. Hopefully they're just, the lock surges aren't just in a random location. I should have brought Folly. Guarantees 1 right off the bat. We might do some Nora stuff after this. We might do the Archon hunt. It's a little sad because it's both relieving and sad that there's almost no reason to do Descendia. The Descendia rewards are so bad. Like, by the time you have access to Descendia, you will have completed the main story, right? And like up to all of the modern content. So that means you will have had access to Archon shards this entire time. And if you've had access to Archon shards, then like, why would I ever need an Orokin reactor again? Because like, I will have access to Nora and her stuff. Oh no, it's something to consider. I need to do 3 lock surges. Do I apply slash to everything? That's kind of cool. I kind of wish that was the norm. Ow, my wrist. I think I might be experiencing some form of carpal tunnel. I'm not constantly stressing out my joints though. So it might just be the increased cortisol. The stress. It's okay. Let's see. So, if I were to make a new Warframe, I would want the movement to be extremely responsive. I would want damage abilities and whatnot to, or abilities in general, to scale near infinitely, or at least have ways to scale. So that means that I should have a base level power, and whenever I release something new, like it follows that original trend, and I would base all my scaling off of that. I would want enemies to spawn like almost infinitely and non-shyly. Also to have some form of physics to them. Some of them won't have physics, some of them will, right? But for a faction like the Murmur, they desperately want to be physics oriented. They want to feel like they have weight. And others less so. I want it to feel like less of a purely instanced-based game mode or games, and more of a not open world, but like space opera kind of thing. Because I feel like almost all the missions feel just very domestic, especially Railjack. Like, I feel like scale and like weapons should have meaning as well. For instance, if I bring like a tank turret to a wall, it should do the same amount of damage or break the same things as a RPG does. You know, I don't even know what I got out of that. Did I get anything? That was worthless. Oh wait, no, that was worthless. It was an exterminate. Completely forgot. This was for Bird 3. There we go. I really need a nap again. Who knows? Who knows? There aren't very many weeklies for me left. There's just the Archon Hunt. Yeah, how long have I been streaming? Almost 2 hours? I think after the Archon Hunt we can call it. I'm tired. It's fine. It's fine. Life's becoming a little bit more difficult. So I'm gonna spend the extra time I'm not streaming working on other things. I know I've said I've been working on a lot of videos. I have all of the videos recorded. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to convince myself to push them out. Like, I have a couple 100 gigs worth of video footage. And it's just ready to be pushed out. I just don't want to do it. I don't know. So, like, all of it's so old now that I might as well just drop them. I don't like this sabotage. Do I even have a weapon that can handle this? This is maybe. It's a strong maybe. Okay, I have Ceramic Dagger, which is good enough, I guess. I might need to come back with a different weapon. Because I love me my Ogress. I do. I really do. But at some point you gotta recognize when something don't work. I guess I could use my big stick. I don't know if my big stick's actually all that useful though. Shoot, forgot to do the Wukong thing. The one reason I brought him. Okay, big stick works. So it's these guys I want to hit. I don't care about anyone else. It's just the big bubble dudes. Invulnerable for 30 seconds. Get rid of that guy. Keep on going. Cool beans.
Objective achieved. Well done.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a nap, I think, after all of these. Oh. Let's use some folly. Where are you? Oh, folly. Coda Bubonico. I think I just want something I know is gonna work. Let's just use the Phalarx. It's been a while. It's been a while since I used the Phalarx. Should be relatively doable. It's also folly, so it's hard to go wrong. So this is how fast I shoot right now.
Little duck will guide you.
Do some hacking. Cool beans. So let's find the middle point and go, oh, you know what? Let's spawn a key. Where is blue? Blue is over there. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, I got like 30 seconds to make it over here. It's whatever. Speeds up disruption a little bit. And then let's fall back to this.
Don't let them near the conduit.
I think he spawned over here. Oh no, I honestly don't know. There he is. Wait, why is my Valarx not shooting a metric boatload of bullets? There we go. Heck was that? That's the whole point of the Valarx, is to shoot lots of bullets.
Hear that beeping? Demo units on its way.
No, I don't hear no beating. I guess I'll just put this here for now, giving me some more energy. There he is. Love me the Valarx. Funny gun. Gotta put more reload speed in this thing though. No, I'm using the new core. Yeah, it's fine. You're gonna drop a key? Make my life easier for me. The enemy spawns seem really low right now. It's a little unfortunate.
Demo units looking to depart this mortal coil and take you with it. Keep it clear.
I'm gonna guess this way. I can just dip in here real quick. Nope, not in here. So I'm gonna keep the Grineer guy alive because he's guaranteed to spawn a Thingamahoosit. So we're just gonna use this. What? It can be for one that is not available? That is stupid. Folly, you're dumb. That was a waste of effort. I think over here. Yeah.
Live up to your reputation and try again.
Just gonna reload. Wait until I actually need to blap someone in the face with this thing. Why'd I... Oh, I wasted opportunity there. I'm not even using Folly's signature or anything at the moment. The enemy spawns are so bad. Why? There. This is dumb. Why'd I bother reloading at all? Give me a second. There you go. Drop me energy. Drop me energy. That's the point of this, like, statue of myself, right? Is to drop me energy. Okay, we got another key. Okay.
Demo unit coming in fast.
No immediate indicator.
And you can kiss the conduit goodbye.
Just gonna wait around. There he is. I'll just use the Nucor on there. There we go. And we insert this key, and then we'll have ourselves a little bit of a chin wag. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Oh no, I have low health. There we go. Ability resistance. AoE is so important in this game. Like, single target's nice and all, and there will be instances where single target will be near mandatory. Can I just... Wrong key again. Cool. Wait, what's the point of me reloading all of that if you're gonna just jip me anyways? Whatever.
Demo unit incoming. Don't let them near the conduit.
Heal drain, that's kind of meaningless, which is nice. Yep, definitely need shields. No. Low energy today. Gonna keep on keeping on though. Best as I can.
Alright, it's getting a little hairy. One more round, what'd you say?
We will examine this hall in detail. We will learn Narmer's secrets.
Examine your own heart, Netar. Peel back its blackened layers and look deep.
Oh.
Shiny secured and we're in the wind. Alright. I'll send your cut via the usual. Have a good one.
For the last weekly. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh. I think I just need a nap. But Sreg, why'd you become a streamer if you're gonna complain all the time about being sleepy? Well, here's the thing. Back then I had a lot more free time. Now, I don't got as much free time, but I still want to keep on going. I'd want to escape the 9-to-5 lifestyle eventually, right? I don't know. I enjoy what I do, don't get me wrong. But I also would like infinite free time. You can't get that without committing to a career for a little bit. So you guys gonna have to put up with it for about, like,
The stench of Nyra's
a couple of years, you know. A couple more years. You're probably asking, why didn't I try to capitalize on all the free time I had? Is that I didn't know how valuable it was. I took it for granted. And now I'm tired all the time. Which is all my own fault. All my own doing. Come on, Naira.
Found her. Stay on the move. Those eyes can kill.
Uh-huh. Say what you want, Lotus. Oh yeah, no, I've been doing alright. I've been doing alright. Just really tired, so I'm probably gonna end stream soon as well. I hope your exams are going well, Alex.
This gate.
Well, sooner or later you'll be free, right?
Use those.
At least for a little bit, and then it's off to the rat race. Off from one rat race to another. But I'll do my best. Yeah. I just need to figure out what direction I'm going. But like, the more I say that, the less time I actually have, you know. And that's the scary thing, right? Time is so finite, but like, you never know when you're out of it. It's really, really unfortunate. Let's see. You had English Lit last week, right? What do you have this week? So, I imagine you got programming, and you got, what was it? Political history or science or something like that. As you can imagine, I have not committed your course load to my memory. For obvious reasons. English language last week, politics, then computing. Okay. So, I was pretty spot on. Aren't the politics in the UK really disrupted right now? I feel like a lot of people are really butthurt that there's a new political party in town and they're doing really well.
Devoured her brothers. I will not stand idly.
Even though, like,
She and Pizul devoured
people who are really upset are just a vocal minority.
strike.
I don't know, for whatever reason, I feel like modern politics, like, someone has clearly bought out modern politics. I don't know who or what. But, like, there's no reason for, like, this swing to have been, like, so one-sided up until recently. And why it needed a brand new political party to, you know, make the changes necessary. But it's whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna recharge off of you guys. We gonna get Tau Forge today? I don't know, maybe. High likelihood that she's just gonna spawn her little crotchlings before I get to her. Yeah.
You dealt with Ark
I'll probably update my model at some point. The thing is like,
No redemption.
welcome back, Alex. There's very little reason for me to upgrade my model all that much because like male VTubers don't tend to do very well. But I do just want something that people can interact with, more so than being a VTuber. Anyway, so basically it's all kicking off. What's kicking off? If you don't mind my asking. I turned down adverts. I turned them down to like I can't get rid of all of them, but I turned all of them as low as they can. Go on Twitch. Kind of can't wait until Twitch dies. It's kind of a dying platform. Okay, no Tile Forge this week. Okay, so we want Examai and Scaldra with melee. We can try Gara, I guess. I did swap my Gara off of my Gara setup though. We'll do Bass Assist. We'll do Epitaph. Let's just double check the Epitaph to see if I need to max this out. No, it's maxed out. Okay. A new party called Reform UK got very popular because... Yeah. I didn't want to name names myself, but yeah, I get you. So don't worry about it. Keep going. Let's see. We're gonna do this for healing. Probably wondering how will this help me with healing? Well, let's see. Restore. It's a heavy attack thing, I think. Life Strike. There we go. I'm gonna do that. Alright, so let's see. Yeah. Oh, you seem very excited with the rate that you're typing. So keep going. Let's see. And then Gara likes Neramon. And okay. Let's give this a try. Once again, very feast or famine, this build. Like all late game builds, very feast or famine. We'll just... Big damage. No energy. Many problems. So the problem is it only works horizontally. This weapon. There's no AO like upward, or I can't aim it up or down. It's just directly in front of me. That's nice. Oh, where am I? Okay, let's see. It's all good. It's all good. Alright. So he basically joined the Conservative Party and he had some level of popularity, but his popularity took a massive hit because the party itself was being a bunch of narwhals. Okay, so that's why I have healing on my weapon. It's just so that I can max out my HP at a moment's notice without needing extra things. I also have some healing stuff on my weapon itself. Let's see. Was a popular the year all got so much worse. No one fled the party. I feel like I don't know. I feel like political parties should probably spend less time talking about changing things and actually just spending some of those donations changing things, you know? Am I crazy for thinking that? I think that's just common sense. Okay, yeah. Island Man. And people want things to happen immediately with regards to those files, but like we gotta be realistic with like how any judicial system is. It just takes forever to do anything. Like, so just releasing a bunch of evidence so that people can start like reading them over is not enough for like. It's enough to maybe get people like implicated. Or have, like, you know, the public turn against them. But it's not enough in, like, the court of law to go after anything. Anyways, Peter Massa got sacked, rightfully so. Tore the apart the party. Okay, yeah. So, this has gotten very messy so far, from what I can tell. Alright, what are the meat and potatoes, Alex? Hit me. What are the aspects someone not in the UK wouldn't like are desperate to hear about, I guess. A few months ago, the mayor of the Greater Manchester, Amby Burnham, was like, maybe I could rejoin Parliament as an MP. Okay, sounds like a bad idea. All right. Starmer said, was like, no, we can't have that. Okay. What did that amount to? I think I'm doing a very good job just wiping everything off the map. I need some cast speed. That's what I need. I think cast speed would really help this build. I would also rather, instead of her doing like a slash like that, like she did like a draw, like drawing her weapon kind of thing. I would love for there to be an animation pack in the game that changes like how certain attacks are done. The outcome's exactly the same though. So then a few days ago, we had local elections, and now the local elections were spicy. Reform absolutely smashed it. I believe they won 50% of the total vote, right? Which is unheard of. Which is not good. Labour and the Conservatives lost a ton of seats, as in the council, which shows nobody likes them. So, as of a few days ago, the MP of Manchester decided to give up his seat. Give up his seat to, like, do you have to do a revote, or like did he give it up to someone? Okay, why are you not dying? Weirdo. I'm just going after Examai at the moment. So, okay. So, overall, like, what are the moderates? Who are the moderates cheering for the most, I guess? Because let's be honest, I'm just tired of hearing about, like, the far sides of the spectrum. Like, who are the moderates cheering for? Because the moderates make up the grand majority of everyone. I'm just gonna give him a little bit of time to, like, you know, help me answer that question. Two hits, not bad. It's not like Atlas level powers. I also forgot to check if it has a augment. I would imagine Shattered Lash has a augment of some variety. Do I have all of the Examai kills? No, not moderate parties. I mean, like, the people. Who do the people want right now? Who are they cheering for the most? Okay, what dodgy stuff did a Reform do? Okay, here we go. Here's the tea. It's about to spill the tea. Am I? No, I've killed all the Examai. Okay, I can leave. Okay. So... So did they actually build internment camps? Or are people saying it, right? Because if they did build those, like, camps, they should probably... That's not just dodgy. I think that violates a lot of human rights, right? There's a right way and wrong way to deal with problems, right? And there's a time and place for everything, but I don't think... Like, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Okay. So reform might be all profit, is what you're saying? And they might not actually be there for the greater benefit of the people? That's a little unfortunate. I was hoping reform would actually do something meaningful, you know? That is a lot of abilities that need to work together. I don't care about that. Okay. We'll just put some cast speed on and call it. So it's natural talent. I could drop a Mars. Oh, I don't want to drop a Mars Hatred, right? Because that drops me below the threshold. We could drop Rapid Resilience. It's not actually doing anything, I don't think. It's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's really nice. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess it's like, do they do more meaningful things than they do damage, like sketchy things, I guess is the question. Okay, last mission. Okay, so what's a NHS mean? National House of Sausage? House of... I wouldn't know. Pardon my ignorance. Issue party? What do you mean by issue party? National Health Services. Okay. Dang. I was thinking about House of Sausage. I was really craving a hot dog. Definitely, fast speed helps a lot. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. In trouble. There we go. Back up to full. Let's see. An issue party is one that stands for a particular issue, such as economy and immigration. So Reform is an issue party. They once the issue is resolved, they no longer have a reason to exist or a way to exist. Why am I not healing? Okay, we're almost halfway done. That should be it for my weeklies, right? Kara's just bitch slapping all these enemies away. So, essentially, what's likely going to happen is, after this big scare with Reform, a lot of the mainstay political parties are probably going to start adopting what Reform has been putting down. Oh. I wasn't paying attention to my health. I might want more health somewhere, somehow. I can probably drop about Arcane Battery. Okay. For Arcane Blessing, and that'll probably resolve a lot of my issues. We'll read in a little bit. Yeah, I do want some extra HP. She's too squishy at the moment on her own. So I need more than like a second to stack up. Let's see. Labor Party are stretched to their limits. They want to encompass the left and part. Well, I think, like, just actually rather than doing like hot button issues, because that's what a lot of politics boils down to right now, is like, oh, what's the most popular political take on TikTok, it feels like, instead of, you know, actually solving issues. They're just going through like the hot button topics. Am I done? Am I done? I'm done. Okay, cool. I think that's what's happening with a lot of corporations too. I think that's happening with a lot of politicians. I think that's happening with a lot of people in general. Like, it just boils down to what's the most popular thing that you can talk about and quote unquote support. And I think it's really gross. Why is my lash not healing me? It should be healing me. It is, it's just healing me very little. What's going on? There we go. Some extra healing. Yeah, let's get up here. It's just the economy and immigration in UK, sadly. I feel like the political parties should stop, in general, protecting dangerous groups. Right? Because, sure, you don't have... in the UK, you don't have standards for freedom of speech. But, like... I feel like if people unanimously be like, okay, this is a problem, like, for instance, oh, if it's my brother got stabbed by a Scottish person and the Scottish people were the protected group, you get arrested or banned, right? But if you got stabbed by someone from Wales, then you're gonna be like you're gonna be promoted. You know, it's okay. Like the government's choosing which opinions are allowed and which ones aren't. You know, and that's really gross. Like, that's just an unsanitary way of trying to sway the populace, I think. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. I wouldn't mind hearing more about the topic. You can send me more details in Discord if you want. You say the rule of law still exists, right? But like, anytime, at least, and this is from an outsider's point of view, right? Anytime like a certain demographic is on blast or being discussed for essentially having problematic behavior, right? It's censored, right? And I've seen numerous cases, and I have people that have gone to the police for such incidences, and the police are just like, well, you were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's your fault for being there, right? Like, I can express that more thoroughly in on Discord, like in DMs, but like, I think if what I've been seeing is true, then like, I don't think everyone is being judged evenly in the eyes of the law, right? Which is really silly, because justice should be blind. But we'll see. Anyways, that was a pretty heavy topic to cover, but it's okay. I tried to skirt around it as much as I could rather than directly engage it, but it's interesting regardless. Anyways, I'm gonna call the stream here. I'm gonna take a nap and then start working on the game stuff. Hopefully I'll have something presentable within like the next month or so, but anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Oh, hang on. There is a fair bit of institutional bias against groups. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, you can send me more details via Discord, but I'm gonna go take a nap. And you guys all have a good one, alright? Thank you all for watching, and, you know, do the YouTube thing, like, comment, subscribe, hype on mobile. I'll do the Twitch thing, follow, and if you really want to drop a sub, by all means. But anyways, I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta for now.